So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we're going to be trying out one of the new Future Stars items in FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. We're going to be focusing today on the 86 rated Future Stars Kieran Tierney item. Now I know what some of you are thinking, Kieran, this card got released yesterday, where were the uploads yesterday? I was out yesterday, I was at rugby, so unfortunately didn't get a chance to post. But we're back with the uploads today, and like I say, we're going to try out one of the very good looking new Future Stars items. This Kieran Tierney card cost me around 230,000 coins from scratch, and it looks like a very solid left back item, so definitely looking forward to trying it out today. And I'm also excited to have this card in Ultimate Team because it's going to provide a nice green link to my flashback David Luiz for pretty much the rest of FIFA Ultimate Team. So let's have a look at this guy's stats. They look pretty good, to be fair, for a left back. High wear rates is fine by me for a defender. 3-star weak foot and 3-star skills is pretty standard for a left back, to be honest. His in-game stats look pretty awesome for a defensive player. He's got really good pace, which obviously is pleasing on a wing back. Also very good dribbling for a defender and pretty solid defensive and physical attributes too. In terms of a chem star, we're going to be going for the anchor chem, to be honest, because his pace is pretty much almost maxed out, and it's good to also boost the physical along with the defensive options versus obviously shadow, which is just pace and defending. So we're going to go with anchor, and hopefully in game that definitely does help him out a lot. So without further ado, let's get into the games. Let's see how Tierney performs as a left back.
Now Martinez.
Opportunity for my opponent here, tries to come forward with Kuba, but Tierney's going to keep the pressure on him. Chance for my opponent here is once again going wide to Kuba, but we're going to be in hot pursuit with Tierney and eventually force him backwards. Great defence that from me, but eventually we will get it clear. Now Tierney's got a chance to show some pace, and he does well to get past Odegaard, and then fires the ball down the wing for Felipe Anderson. Tierney wins the aerial battle. Oh, I was hoping Aubameyang could get. Oh, what a goal! What an assist for Kieran Tierney, and what a goal for Aubameyang. I was about to say I hoped Aubameyang would flick it over his head, but it didn't matter. He took on the volley anyway, and it lobbed the keeper. What a great goal that is. Oh, he's like tried to kick it over his head. It's hit his chest, but still pulls off the volley. Nice finish. Well, at the break, we have ourselves a pretty comfortable lead. We've been very clinical in the first half, and yeah, we've just shut down everything that my opponent's thrown at me. Chance for Tierney! Oh, would have been a nice goal. Chance, ball's whipped in, but Tierney deals with it, and then David Luiz clears. There's a chance, Tierney getting involved in the attack. Let's come forward with him. Got a lot of space to run into here, as Thiago Silva does indeed come across, but he's got strength and bounce still on his feet there. Does well to take on Thiago Silva. Whips the ball into the box, but unfortunately the cross is too close to Edison. Tierney, a nice through ball there. Is Torreira onside? Not exactly the player that I want running for on goal, but nice through ball from KT nonetheless. Well, that was a weird way to end the game. The first half we were absolutely cruising, but in the second half my opponent actually got back into the game, and we end with a pretty mad 5-2 scoreline. As you can see, Tierney got himself a pretty good match rating. He got a very solid 9. My whole backline actually got decent match ratings because despite the scoreline, they were actually doing a lot of defending. Well, this is what we have just matched up against. My opponent has some, like, insane players. Like, what the hell? Ronaldo, Zidane, and other icons? How much money has this guy put into the game? That's mad. Kieran, nice interception there. Now, maybe on the break. No, we can't. Oh, Tierney with another nice tackle there. We are having to do a lot of defending in this game, as you would expect. Well. It has been a pretty busy first 45 minutes, but as you can see, we actually do indeed have ourselves a 2-0 lead. My opponent's had a lot more possession than me, but as you can see, when we've had possession, we have made it count. Both of our goals relatively were counter-attack goals, but you know what? I will take that. We've had to do a lot of defending in the first 45, and hopefully we can stay solid in the second stanza. Kieran Tierney goes for the through ball with his weaker right foot, but I think there might be a bit too much on this, is there? Oh, Felipe Anderson, just maybe a yard just off getting that. And there's the full-time whistle. We record a very impressive 4-2 victory against a really, really good team. Not a great rating for Tierney in this match, but I still thought he played alright, to be honest. Obviously, in this fixture, we did concede twice, but yeah, as a whole, I thought Tierney played quite well. I can't really complain about any of my defensive players in this match, to be honest, because I thought they were all relatively solid against a really, really impressive opposition. In the next matchup, we come up against a red 93 rated Neymar. So, yeah, Tierney could be a busy boy in this game. Son spots the run of Anderson, who then in turn finds Tierney, who we're going to try to find some space to whip into the box, into the ball, and we do. And unfortunately, Felipe Anderson just couldn't get on the end of it. Chance for KT to come forward now, up against Neymar here, showing good pace, strength and balance to keep possession. Going to go for the early ball inside for Anderson. And Anderson's kept it, but unfortunately just couldn't quite keep it in. And I think after that red card, he's going, yep, he's gone. He has decided to rage quit. I don't know why the teams I keep matching up against keep getting progressively worse, considering I am just winning back to back. But yeah, this is what we'll come up against. My opponent has lone players, which is quite interesting, especially in this division. Tierney goes for the through ball to Felipe Anderson, and he will get on the end of this one. This card loves to get forward. Can we whip in a good ball into the box? Right-footed effort, and that wasn't far off, you know. That was a really good ball, but unfortunately we just couldn't capitalise on it. Oh, nice. Tierney kept hold of the ball there. He's trying to just decide whether he wants to go down the wing here or whether he wants to take someone on. And, oh, in the end, we do profit off it. Don't know what happened with my opponent's goalkeeper there. He should have held on to that ball. Overlapping run once again from the Scottish fullback. He's going to try and get inside here. Can we get him a direct assist? We bang the ball across the box. And Daniel James. Oh, no, I've missed. How have I missed that? Tierney should have had a assist to his name. But unfortunately, me, not the player, I bottled the shot. I was holding R1 to go for the finesse, and I should have just gone for a power shot straight across. The first 45 minutes are in the books. We have a 2-1 lead at half-time, and hopefully in the second 45 we can go on to extend this lead. Opponent comes attacking early on the wing with Orsic, but Tierney denies him any advancement. Nice crossfield pass there. And Mendy now, also involved. This could be a great goal if we do indeed score off it, but I believe Felipe Anderson's offside. Oh wow, as if we scored off that. Ha! We have scored 2 very fortunate goals in this game, and that has resulted in my opponent indeed rage quitting. Tierney once again picks up a decent match rating, and he could have had an assist to his name in this game, but obviously we bottled the shot when we got that ball across with him, and he was also involved in the build-up to 2 other goals as well, which was obviously pleasing to see. So after a few more matches with the Scottish left-back in my team, what are my thoughts on this card? Straight up, brilliant card. Very, very good left-back option, and I definitely enjoyed using him, and he's just a very solid defensive option. There are a couple of issues with this card which we're going to discuss, but there are a lot of positives to this item, which of course we will get into as well. So first of all, his pace, brilliant. Absolutely rapid in game. Probably doesn't even need the Yankee Chem style, to be honest. You might be better served actually putting backburn on this guy or something like that, because in game he felt so freaking quick. So very happy with that. In terms of his shooting ability, look, he's a defender. I don't really have too much detail on this. His accuracy didn't seem great, but the shot power felt pretty good. So there is that, I guess. Don't use him as an attacker. That's, yeah, he's a defender. Just keep him in defence. It's fine. Positionally, how was Tierney? Now, when defending, when he was like back in the defensive line, absolutely fine. Positioned himself well, but the guy likes to get forward. He's got high work rates, and you can tell in game he likes to get forward. Every time you go on an attack, he is going to be bombing down that wing, trying to overlap, and that's without any instructions on him. So if you do not attack with your fullbacks, you don't want them getting involved, make sure you put the stay back while attacking instruction on this card, otherwise you might have some issues with it. But for most part, I thought his positioning as a defender was fine, but occasionally, like I say, he does like to bomb forward. He is quick enough to track back, But if your opponent's good with the ball and has fast players, obviously they could exploit that space. So something to be aware of. Not saying his position is bad, but there are occasions, like I say, where he does bomb forward because he's a pretty attacking fullback. His passing, I thought, was outstanding for a defender. Really good crossing ability and very good at passing as well. Distributed the ball really well off of his left foot. Dribbling, once again, for a defender, very good. No complaints in that department. Controlled the ball really well and showed really good agility in game 2, which was nice. And in general, his dribbling felt very solid, so that was great to see. From a defensive standpoint, made plenty of interceptions for me, which is great, and also tackled really well, which was awesome. Like, I thought his stand tackling ability was great, and he reacted to situations really well as well, which is nice. Finally, physically, how was Kieran Tierney? This is probably the department that impressed me the most, to be honest. In game, he felt very strong. He's got really good aggression as well, so he fights for the ball a lot. His stamina was top class. Never had him tired at all, even though I was attacking with him quite a bit. And the last thing that I was super impressed with was this guy's aerial ability. His defensive heading is class, and it was for me. The guy is 5'10", which fair enough isn't huge in the grand scheme of things, but for a fullback, that's pretty tall. And this Tierney card's got a ridiculous jumping stat, so he does win plenty of aerial duels, which is obviously great to see. So overall, I think this is a really good left-back option, and it's definitely an item worth considering, especially if you run with a Premier League side. Now, there is one obvious comparison that we do need to discuss. Future Stars Tierney or Team of the Year Robertson. Now, what I'll say is this. The overall better player is obviously Robertson. He's just got more about his game. But defensively in FIFA, I actually prefer this Tierney card because of the aggression, strength, and just in general the physical attributes that this card offers. Because, yeah, he just knocks people off the ball for fun. And Robertson isn't quite as strong. Robertson definitely offers a lot more overall, and especially going forward. But just from defending and just from bullying opposition wingers, I actually do prefer this Tierney card. So that's something to bear in mind. The price of this card is around 230 to 250k, which I don't think is a bad price for a top-class left-back, to be honest. But I'd only advise doing this SBC if, like I say, you do run with a Premier League outfit. And for most of you who don't attack with your fullbacks often, definitely put the stay back while attacking the instruction on this card. Anyway, we're coming towards the end of the video now. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions about the card, pop them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.